Have you ever lost someone to the streets and wanted it not to happen again? We all were young at one point in our life and chose to do things that could cloud our judgment. As an adolescent, I was raised in projects, so life was an illusion and it was hard at times for me and other kids with families in poverty, living in poverty. Life isn't just hard in the ghetto or where I was raised at. In this speech, I am going to explain to young kids why the streets are not good for you. Since I was young, I always wanted to be in the streets. Coming up, I always thought what I saw was cool, like street term. Like for instance, the jewelry, nice cars, nice clothes. I always believed it was a good life, not knowing it just was a hood life. I went from being one of the most feared basketball players in the streets to one of the most feared individuals in Syracuse, period. Just from me thinking the street life was cool and anything that come with it, I just adapted to it. When I was 10, I lost my best friend and he lost his brother to the streets. And a little while later, I lost my cousin brother to the system for him trying to retaliate for a murder, thinking it's a street order or a so-called street code, life for life. That's why I came to the conclusion that the streets ain't always what they seem, and it doesn't matter your skin color or where you at. It's always tragic happening to everybody. For example, one of my old basketball teammates is white, and he has a good family that lives in Vegas, but he chose to branch off and follow his brother's footsteps. His brother was into a lot of the wrong things as far as life goes. He chose to sell drugs and etc. His brother sees all the materialistic things and thinks that he doesn't, no bad will come with it, like the losses, the bills, the stress, losing things that's undisclosed that you was going to tell people about, and everything. Reality is, when you're in the streets, you're just living a false lifestyle. It's just like an illusion. You thinking something there, but when you get into it, it really ain't what you really believed it to be. Now he in prison serving time. It's something he wasn't even supposed to do. And he got enough time on his hands to think about it, and he's back to ground zero, trying to start your life back over. So streets ain't for everybody. A lot of us in the streets is just for false advertising. A lot of this stuff, like a lot of people got a nice car, nice clothes, still living with their mother. All that, etc. All it do is guarantee bad. It's good gonna come with it, but every choice got a consequence. So if you was out here selling drugs, you taking trips and all this to Florida, whatever the situation case may be, and then the feds come get you, you can't talk about no mistake you made. You made a choice, so you got to deal with the consequence. That's why you just don't need to take that route overall. I'm here to explain to you that life is good and it has the bad and ups and downs, but you don't have to go through the bad and ups and downs that come with crime and getting up with the bad and ups and downs. Meaning that all the things you see, all gold ain't glitter. Everything that glitter ain't gold. In conclusion, kids, please listen to me. I have nothing to brag about. I'm just a living experience and still going through bad from my past experiences. The streets are not good for you. I'm not saying don't do what you see, do what you know. There's nothing wrong with being optimistic. Ain't nothing wrong. Only thing that's stupid is not asking a question. But don't just do what you see, because these streets only have two paths: prison or early grave. And I'd rather just don't pick up that street option at all. Thank you.